Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. My name is Jessica, and today I just want to take the time to talk to you about how to properly detox your body from toxins without starving yourself, because we all want that, right? I know I do. I know I did before, and kind of my journey as to how I got to where I am today is kind of a little bit of what I want to talk to you about today. So just diving right in. Perfect. So detoxing. I'm sure this isn't your first video that you're watching or a blog that you're reading on how to eat healthy or lose weight and keep it off. Can I assume that's right? First thing I want to mention is that if you failed before at whatever it might be, whether it's losing weight, maintaining a healthy lifestyle in the past, like myself, it's not your fault. There's so much information out there and it can be confusing. So with that information going around, the overload of it can sometimes keep you paralyzed from doing anything. If you're anything like me, when I get overwhelmed, I'm going in a circle and I don't know where to go, but what I do know is that I'm not moving forward. I'm not getting anything done. So I'm not being successful. And I just want to let you know that it's okay. So if you've been concerned in the past that you can't succeed with losing weight, or maybe you lose weight but you can't keep it off, I want to put those fears to rest. You can do this. You are in control of your body, not the other way around. You just need the right person to explain it to you and guide you through it, and that's what I'm here for. So yes, I know being active, joining a gym, if you have access to one, that's also really important, obviously, when it comes to a healthy lifestyle. Preferably when joining a gym, one that you know that you're actually going to go to, whether that might be doing a little bit deep diving of what it is that you're looking for. So maybe it's classes that align with your schedule. I know for me personally, I don't do well on my own, so I do need to go to classes. I need to be kind of coached and guided, and also I need the competition because I don't want to, if I'm by myself, I may not push myself to continue doing reps. So looking for classes, like I said, if they align with your schedule, because the last thing you want to do is join a gym where you get out of work at 7 and the last class was at 7:15. So whether it's, like I said, the classes, maybe it's you like doing your own thing. Kind of the opposite of that is that you want a nice free weight area because you just follow something along on your phone, or maybe even having a private ladies section for those that feel a little bit more uncomfortable being out there in the public. So find where it makes you happy to attend. And I'm sorry, but joining gyms that reward you with pizza and bagels is not one that I'd want to sign up for. Not dropping any names. But keep in mind, guys, that as much as you work out, it comes to this. And I know we've all heard it, with it being that the results with how you look on the outside comes from being 80-20, right? And like I said, I'm sure you heard this, so I'm sure it's not news, but it's 80% diet, 20% workout. I wish that wasn't the case because boy, do I love my sweets. Who's with me? But now you might be wondering what the word detox actually means, because I know it's thrown around a lot. I know you might even ask yourself, does detoxing even work? Detoxing is when you take a period of time where you abstain and rid your body of toxins or from unhealthy substances. And yes, it does work. And it's actually important for your body for it to function properly. But starving yourself is not going to be the answer to that. Hence why I made this video for you guys today. So skipping on to the next slide. Here you'll see is a bathtub. And I want to quickly share with you this analogy because someone had once told me this and it stuck with me, and I think it's so relatable. So when you have a bathtub, you've got think of it with the faucet turned completely on, and everything that's pouring into the water that's pouring into that tub, think of that as being everything that's going into your body. So like some of the things that I have in that tub right now is processed foods, dairy, alcohol, sugar, everything coming in full force. Wow, guys, I can't talk today. But what do you think happens after a while when all of that stuff is pouring in? So with your bathtub, like every 3 months, if you've got long hair like me, I tend to see it getting backed up. I tend to see it getting clogged, and I need to take, even if I'm cleaning my bathtub every single week, that's going to be showing on the external basis, right? So externally, my bathtub looks great. It looks clean. It looks shiny. But on the inside, we've got a lot of junk going on in there. So like I said, after a period of time, your drain is going to get clogged. And so that's the same thing that's happening with us, because you may be facing some symptoms like weight gain, low energy, dull skin, headaches, constipation, bloating, acne, trouble sleeping, acid reflux. The list literally goes on. So just like our tubs, where we need to put a little Drano down the drain, and we need to do that to ourselves, and we need to unclog our drains. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit on this video today, and how Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living differs from any other program that you may have heard of or any other program that you may have tried. So I'm here to tell you that it is possible to achieve whatever health goal you're seeking with the proper knowledge, guidance, and most importantly, commitment. My mission personally when joining this company is to help others feel more confident in their own skin and be able to look in a mirror with a smile on because they're happy with how they look, instead of looking at their flaws and seeing that pointing back at them and dealing with some uncomfortable symptoms. So we are so confident in this program that you're going to love it, so that we give you, or we provide, a 45-day money-back guarantee if you don't see results from it, or if it's not what you really hoped that you would expect after you've completed it. So even if you've had half of the stuff, or you completed the 30-day and it just really did not live up to your expectations, we're confident that most of our clients don't encounter that. So we do provide you with that money back just to ease your concerns. So seriously, guys, you have nothing to lose. Oh no, I don't know why that guy popped up late. Okay, so with this slide, basically here is just a bunch of different reasons why you may need a detox. So detoxing doesn't mean that you have to be overweight or you have to be an unhealthy person. There's literally so many different reasons why we would need to detox, and that's why it's recommended to detox every 2 to 4 times a year. So just taking a look at some of these symptoms or imbalances that you may be going through. So we've talked about a couple of them, but different ones such as rosacea, even things like nausea and vomiting, allergies, anxiety, disturbed sleep, inflammation, having indigestion problems, cellulite, brain fog. Literally, I'm not going to read this whole list to you guys, but this is just this is just a small portion of it. There's also a bunch different reasons why you might want to consider detoxing, but just wanted to share this with you guys. Okay, so some of the goals before we jump into the main piece here. My goal is these 5 things right here of what I want you to take away from it. So number 1 being understanding the benefits of detoxing and the proper way to do so. Also, don't associate past failures of other programs to all programs. So what I mean by that is if you've tried something in the past, whether it have been Weight Watchers, Whole30, there's so many different ones, but if you tried those and you failed, don't say that that's going to be the case for every single program. Number 3, open yourself up to the opportunity that this can make a difference in your life, because I'm assuming you are looking for a difference. That's why you're taking the time to watch this, right? Number 4, eliminate any preconceived thoughts about detoxing or about how to reach your goals. And number 5, finally, is going over what actually comes with your 30-day kit and this whole program. All right, so a little bit about me. That's a picture of me. On the right there, on the top, is a picture of my boyfriend and I, Ted. And then on the bottom there is a picture of a small amount of us, but that's my Arbonne team there. That's when we went on a lake retreat just a few months ago for like a really nice team bonding event. You'll see we're being goofy and wearing the same glasses. So if you're ever looking to join the team, this one is pretty dang awesome. But just wanted to talk to you a little bit about myself and why I'm ranting about this company. like I mentioned, my name is Jess, Jessica, Jessie, all different nicknames for me. And I became a consultant for Arbonne a few months ago. That retreat was actually taken a month after I joined. So no, I did not dream of being a consultant or go to school for it. I actually went to school for social work. I received my undergrad and my master's in it because I always have had a passion of helping others. That's always been there. However, like some of you may be able to relate to this, but after working in the field for a little bit, I finally understood the term burnout associated with that industry. So many people have told me about it before I got into it, but you know, kind of when you're younger and you're going towards something, you may not see the big picture at the time. So I'm like, no, I'm going to be great. I'm going to change lives. But it just quickly was realized that it was not for me. And the pay was not even there to make it worthy. So I kind of made a career change into social media advertising, and this kind of came across when I also relocated and moved from New York to Charlotte. And even in this field, although I wasn't burned out like I was before, I still felt like there was something else out there for me. I found myself having the Sunday scaries every week. Who's with me on those? Counting down the days until it was Friday. And I was quickly realizing that this was not the path I wanted to continue on because it was preventing me from the dreams that I saw for myself. So some of those dreams, I'm super close with my family. So being restricted from flying home to see them because of my workload that I'm not able to take off, or the paid time off is just like, that's a little ridiculous. I don't like having somebody be able to tell me like, oh, you've used all your vacation time, you can't go, or no, you can't take off because somebody else took off. Another thing is just that I knew that right now I don't have kids, but one day I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And I want to raise my own children like the way that my mom did for my sister and I. And I don't want to have to rely on just one paycheck from my husband because I see how stressful that can get when you're living in a one paycheck family. So I don't want him to just have to foot the bill and afford everything. And so I want to have the ability to have financial freedom and time freedom, and travel to see the world while I'm young and not need to wait years to get a promotion or a raise for all of my hard work that maybe I've been working there for 5 years. And I'm like, oh, you've been doing great. Here's a 2 or 3% raise. It's just crazy. And I know that the world has changed so much that there's been so many changes from back when 40 years ago with the workforce to now. So I just feel like this is so unacceptable. And I felt like I was living in a prison cell and I was just trapped. Because like I said, that's the life that we were used to, right? That's what we were kind of taught, that we go to school, we graduate with a degree, we go and we work for 65 years, 55 years if we're lucky, and then we get to go out and explore. But being 27 years old, or at the time, well, yeah, I guess 26, it was right before my birthday, I guess I just felt like I wanted to make a change for myself right then and there and not keep continuing down that path. So, like I said, I moved from New York to Charlotte. And when I did that, about 2.5 years ago, I met a girl on Bumble BFF. So for those of you that know Bumble BFF, like, yes, I've made friends from there. It does work. From those that do not know it, it's not just a dating site. The BFF stands for meeting best friends. BFF, best friends forever. So I was going there to meet people because I moved to the city without knowing anybody. And at the time when I met Gabby, she had told me about a little bit of what she does. And just doing something like that seemed absurd to me. My mind didn't work like that then, you know. I was still in that old mentality of working and for 50 years and then living my life. So that was, like I said, that was my mentality. I felt like I was supposed to be working a corporate job, not selling face masks or protein powder, but I turned down that opportunity over and over and over again. I was invited to different parties she was hosting, and honestly, I just went because I wanted to mask some mimosas. That sounds fun, right? So I continued to go to there. I listened to the whole spiel on what it's about and what it offers. And like I said, I turned it down multiple times throughout those 2.5 years. But until one day, those thoughts came flooding back into my head. And I found myself just being depressed about my life. I found myself that I didn't make any progress. So right then and there, I decided to make a decision. I decided that I was going to make a change. So I picked up the phone and I texted Gabby, because we don't call people anymore, right? That's just crazy. No, just kidding. But I texted Gabby and I told her, all right, tell me about this Arbonne thing. I think that I want in. So I met up with her for lunch. I learned all about the business, some of the products, what Arbonne stood for, its mission, despite all the fears that wanted to stop me from doing this. I decided if all else fails, I'll be right where I started. But if I succeed, the possibilities and the paychecks are endless. So I strongly believe that our mindset is key, and we have to have the right mindset when opportunities like this come knocking, or else we're not going to answer. And what I mean by that is that even though I was exposed to Arbonne multiple times, it wasn't until I actually wanted to make a change for myself that I had my aha moment. I was finally in a place where I wanted more for myself, be present for my loved ones, be excited to do what I do every day and help others along the way. And lastly, I was ready to start treating my body better and live a healthier lifestyle, because we only get one body. So what better way to keep myself accountable than to coach others on what I'm doing? Because if I'm going to talk the talk, I need to walk the walk. So moving on to the next slide, the one thing to take away. So now if you're going to take away one thing from this whole video, this is what I want it to be. Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program is the only program through my research that allows you to get a fresh start from eating a whole food, plant-based diet accompanied with the cleanest ingredients and supplements in the industry that has to offer, or that this industry has to offer, and at a competitive price, guys. And let me explain just a little bit about what I'm talking about. So with the toxins in your body, because you might be asking, like, well, what exactly are these toxins? We kind of talked about them with the bathtub, but I'm well aware that there's other programs floating around there that focus on drastic weight loss in a short amount of time, or how juicing 3 to 6 days, or hot yoga, all those can detox your body. Just to give you guys a little bit more background on this, because I did so much research once I got involved, but the problem with doing those things is that you're depriving yourself of calories that your body actually needs to stay healthy, and you're not even taking out all of those toxins from your body. So the way that toxins are released from your body are mostly through your kidneys, your liver, your intestines, and your urine. And although hot yoga can have a lot of benefits to it, and I personally love it myself, I just got into it 2 months ago, I think. But by doing that, it's not going to get rid of the late night pizza or the drinks that you had the other night on the weekends. Like, all of that is built up, and you can only sweat out so much, but you're not going to sweat out all of these other toxins. And then there's the other most important one that's been out there for a bit, but the Whole30. I've definitely agree that the Whole30 can show you how to eat healthier, and can even lose weight, but it tends to not be sustainable, and it's very restricted, let alone costly. I've done the research on how much that program can cost, because you're not really getting anything with it, and it does add up to do it for those full 30 days. And I'm not here to talk bad about other companies or bash on their programs, because I have seen some people succeed and feel great from it. However, I feel like the lack of knowledge on what you're filling your body with can be harming you in the long run, or setting you up for disappointment if you end up back where you started once you begin incorporating those foods back in, because like I said, it's very restricted. So of course you're going to even whole foods like beans and grains, like you're going to be incorporating that back into your body. So you're going to be losing weight, or gaining weight, I should say, once you do that. So the disappointment piece comes from like succeeding through that program, and then it just kind of goes down from there. So instead, I want you to understand the difference between those programs versus Arbonne. So first, Arbonne focuses on whole foods with its main focus of eliminating top toxins that are acidic, allergenic, and addictive. And those contain gluten, dairy, soy, coffee, sugar, and alcohol. And so when I say you're eliminating those, you're eliminating all of them, but you're reducing the amount of sugar or limiting the amount of sugar and coffee. So you can still have it, but just going to be in very less amounts. By doing this, it allows your body to shift into a more alkaline state, which will be more receptive in absorbing the nutrients you're taking. So you might be someone that's taking vitamins and supplements, for example, a probiotic. You're like, I already take that. But the truth is that not all probiotics are not created equal. And if they're not resistant to acid, your body most likely will fight it off before it even gets into your digestive tract. So I didn't know that about the body, that it would even do things like that. So that was just like mind-boggling and crazy to think that you're putting stuff into your body that's not even being absorbed. And so from doing that, we're not even benefiting it at all. And I know for me, I was eating poorly and I was just kind of popping a vitamin here and there, but that's more like a Band-Aid. Because I feel like I'm just trying to fix the root of the problems I'm going through and not really having a solution for myself. So like I mentioned, this program is less restrictive than other ones like the Whole30, just because you can still eat grains. So you're staying away from gluten, but you're still eating grains and beans, among many other things that you would most likely be putting back into your body. And then the other piece of this program that's different than others, and the main reason why I trusted it so much and got involved with this company, because with Arbonne, it's their mission to provide products that are pure, safe, and beneficial. And with that, it's going to bring us to our next slide. So all of our products are safe and non-toxic. Arbonne's continuously raising our standards of what they accept in all of our ingredients. We're vigilant about the newest research regarding chemicals to ensure we're being mindful and cautious. And we're proactively searching for pure, clean, botanical ingredients, since our core commitment is to provide effective products that deliver a true benefit. So with our ingredient policy, and going into this a bit more because it's important that when you're buying something and putting it all over your body, that you have a really good understanding of it. This company, hands down, has the strictest ingredient policy that I've seen in this industry. And that's because we're a Swiss-based company. So therefore, we abide by the European standards, and we even surpass that. So on our banned list, it's over 2,000 ingredients that are toxins and should not be put in or on our body. And every year, the company continues to test and identify what's in our products, and they'll reformulate it when needed. So that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Not other companies that I know of do that. They just kind of put everything else out there on the shelf and you buy it and it just sticks around for years, no matter what's in it. So we're banning over 2,000 ingredients, but do you know how many the US bans? 14. So 14 compared to 2,000 is just nuts. And like I said, those products just sit on the shelves for years with no updates to what's in them. So in addition to that, we're 100% certified vegan, certified gluten-free, dairy and soy-free, non-GMO, no artificial sweeteners or sugars, cruelty-free, no sulfates, parabens, the list goes on. And that's why on the bottom, you'll see like all those little stamps of approval that we have, PETA approved. And we're, what's it called? This doesn't just pertain to the nutrition line, which we're talking about today. This is across all of our categories and everything that we make, all of our products. So that's including skincare and personal care, bath and body, hair care, makeup, whatever it is, you name it, we've got it. And we're very transparent with this. So like you can go online and find all of our ingredients. On the back of your boxes, you'll see all of the ingredients. And the truth is, when you look at the back of the ingredients that you have on your stuff, most of the time you can't even understand it. And then if you were to start researching them, a lot of the stuff links to cancer, links to really bad health problems. And like, that's why these doctors just want to prescribe medications. But really the root of the problem is looking at what you're putting in your body and also what you're putting on your body. So with that said, you're probably thinking, this is going to be expensive, right? Well, it's actually not, and most clients end up saving money while on this detox because they're not eating out, they're not getting alcohol when they go out to dinner or when they're just hanging around the house watching a movie, not making trips to Starbucks or Chick-fil-A. All of that stuff starts to add up. So with this program, it teaches you how to meal prep so that those last-minute fast food runs are not necessary, or the impulse when you go to a grocery store and just buying everything in sight, and they actually do that. The grocery store puts everything at like eye level for like all the junk food for purpose, or on purpose, I should say. But before we break down the cost and what's included, I just wanted to address any other thoughts that you might be having. So moving on to our mindset slide. This is where I just want to talk to you and take a minute about talking about false beliefs and why it's important to be aware of your mindset. And this is kind of my goal for the month too, because sometimes I slip in and out of like a negative mindset. But right now it's my goal to shift gears from what you thought you knew to what you now believe throughout all of this that you're hearing. So I'm not sure if you've tried other programs and maybe you didn't succeed, but I really want you to take this workshop, this video, whatever you want to call this, and I really want you to let go of past failures and focus on what it is that you really want to achieve. So whether that be maybe are you looking to shed a few pounds, slim down, treat your body better, eat better, make healthier meals that actually taste good, find supplements that align with your health needs or your preferences, like if you're gluten-free or you're vegan, and not treating the symptom, but treating the problem, like I said, and figuring out what your body reacts to, which is really good with this whole elimination process, or simply just learning to live an 80-20 lifestyle. So I truly believe that if something didn't work for you before, it's for different reasons, and that's because you didn't do it correctly. Maybe it's false information, you just didn't stick to it, or you just didn't give it your all. And this is only where you might be like, Jess, I did give it my all and it still didn't work, girl or guy, if you're listening. Like, let's just focus on that mindset and really, like, only you can tell yourself if you really put it in your all, if this is something you were really committed to. I know this program can help you achieve any of those goals that I listed and more. I've completed this program myself, if you're going to ask. Yes, I did do this myself because, like I said, if I'm going to talk the talk, I'm going to walk the walk. And I'm not going to just promote something that doesn't work. This is about you and making that change for yourself that you've been wanting, because you do want this, right? And good, because I want it for you too. And then also on this slide, it's just, we're not at fault for this. So who here has tried to start a new habit, but after a few days or maybe a few weeks, you slipped back into a normal regime? Hey, yep, we're all guilty. But I don't want to let this happen. And if you're seriously committed to your health and making a change for yourself, you can make this habit part of what you'll get in this program is me, as your coach for accountability. Because we all know that without accountability, we tend to cave, right? And I know even when I was doing my detox, thank God my boyfriend did it with me. It made it easier, made it more fun. And there was one time where I wanted to have coffee, and he was like, no, you can't do that. Like, let's figure out something else we can do. And like, I made a detox-approved latte, and I was good to go. So accountability is huge. And I'm not going to let you slip back, because I'll be blowing up your phone to make sure you're on track and answering any questions that you have with this program. Like, I come with it. You purchase me with it. So, whereas that could be expensive, you'll see when we break this down that it's really not. And because you might want to have somebody where it's like, hey, can I eat this? Or hey, why is this happening? But I'll be blowing up your phone. I'll be there to help you along the way every day if you need me to. And that's also a reason why we made this program 30 days, because after repeating habits or behaviors for this amount of time, 30 days straight, you're forming a habit. And so when you're forming a habit, you're making a lifestyle change, and therefore this is not a diet. It's truly a lifestyle. And then lastly, since being a coach with Arbonne, I found that there are two types of people, and I'm going to be blunt with you, no sugarcoating, because I'm not here to convince you to join my program. I truly only want you to be joining my program if this is something that you want for yourself. Because like I said, if you're not going to commit to it, then there's nothing I can do to help you. But those two types of people is that there's those that are committed to change and changing their life, and then there's those that are committed to making excuses as to why they can't. So the truth is you can't be both. You only fall into one of those. And the good news for you is that you get to choose right now which one you want to be. You get to decide whether you've had enough of your past excuses or past attempts to succeed, maybe why you put it off, saying I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next month, why you went back to old habits, or just why you let your fears and your frustrations overpower your desires and your goals. All right, so yay, what you get with your kit. I know you guys have all been waiting for this. So we've talked a lot today, and if you're continuing to watch this video right now, hooked you? No, just kidding. You must be the ace that I like to see, because that means you're committed. You are ready. You are really intrigued with what we have to offer, what I have to offer. So let's talk about what you get with your package. So what you can see on this slide here, you'll see a whole breakdown of everything that you get with your order. So you'll get 2 bags of protein. You can choose chocolate and vanilla, or both chocolate, both vanilla. 1 bag of fiber, a box of Digestion Plus. So this is your probiotic, your prebiotic, and your digestive enzyme. This is really what's going to be helping clean out your gut. May make you a little bit gassy. Not may, probably will, but that's part of the program. 2 boxes of Fizz Sticks. So this is like your caffeine, your coffee replacement. They're amazing. You get to choose your flavor. So I think green apple fizz, I think we're out of right now, but you get to choose pomegranate or citrus. Honestly, you could choose one of each, see what ones you like. I typically am a more pomegranate person, but I do like the citrus in my detox tea, which leads me to the next thing. You get 2 boxes of your detox tea. This is really good to help clean out your kidneys and your liver, and basically what we call a tizzy is where in the morning, because I know instead of coffee, you want like a hot beverage. So you have your detox tea, then you pour your Fizz Stick in there, and that's what's going to give you your caffeine and your energy for the day. And then you get your 1 box of a body cleanse, which is 7 packets. So you do that once you get to week 3. And this stuff is my jam because it tastes like lemonade. It's so good. The only problem with this is that you have to drink it slowly. So it's like you want to just chug it because it tastes like lemonade, and you just have to drink it throughout the day. Then you also get one-on-one coaching, you get meal plans and recipes, you get Facebook group support. So you might be asking like, okay, how much is this shit gonna cost me? Here's the breakdown of that. So all of this stuff, oh gosh, it got cut off. So the 2 boxes of detox tea is basically, is $36, and the body cleanse is $52. Or $53. $52. So this package would normally be $444, plus with the meal plans and the one-on-one coaching, which the one-on-one coaching is where it gets really expensive, because that's like where you get a nutritionist involved. So you are getting this for $295.40. So what that breaks down to per day is $8.88 or $4.44 per meal a day, because we're giving you 1 to 2 meals out of your day. So that's why we say you're saving money in the end. And where can you get a meal for $4.44? You can't even get that at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. So, all right, so instead of paying $3,400, $3,500, you'd get this for, like I said, that $295, and that's including your fee to become a preferred client. Gosh, I still can't talk. A preferred client, which is $29, so that's included in that price with this, and that's just because with the preferred client, you get 20 to 40% off. So this package, you're getting that 40% off deal. And then for the whole rest of the year, you get to continue doing that. What's also included in this price is that it's free shipping. You get to choose a free gift off of our list, and like you can get more nutrition products that we offer on that free gift list, or you can get skincare, like we've got masks, we've got a whole bunch of different things. So you get the free shipping, the free gift. So that's pretty dang awesome. And then what's it called? Okay, so sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. But I know some people, when we've gotten to this point, or when I've spoken to them about how much it costs, like they might say to me, it's okay, Jess, I can do this on my own and I can spend less. That's totally fine if you think you can do that. But what I want to ask you is, then why haven't you? And why are you watching this video? Because the truth is, like I said, yes, you may be able to just eat whole foods, but without incorporating these super clean ingredients or products that are the cleanest in the industry, like you're not going to actually be cleaning out your inside. So you might start feeling better because, of course, you're going to naturally feel a little bit better when you're putting better foods in your body, but you're not cleaning yourself out. So that drain is just like where you put a little bit of Drano, but that tub is still backed up, and you need to now go get that snake and declog it because you've got all the hair that's not going to come out with Drano. That's kind of what's happening. So it's going to be built up over time. Another thing you might be saying is, that's too expensive, I can't afford that. So I'm going to call you out right now on that, because what you're really saying is, my health is not that important to me to pay that. Because if you really, really think about how much you spend a month on just regular groceries, or on other stuff that's just not benefiting us, like what we spend on clothes or going to the movies or concerts, coffee, because Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and all that adds up. Just getting random stuff because you're hungry, fast food, alcohol, all of that stuff. I mean, that you're going to end up spending more than $300 in a month somewhere. And even if you think about it, like, I'm sure your pets are even eating better than you, because I'm sure you're out there spoiling them with like organic dog food or something. But can I ask you, if you can do that for your pets and you can put all that money into other things, like, why can't we just take a month to focus on ourselves and invest in ourselves? I know for me, I used to think this way, and I had to change it again. It's a mindset shift. And what I learned is that I just need to budget. So I have a budgeting sheet, and if something comes along that I really want, like a gym membership that I just signed up for, I'm like, how am I going to make this work? I'm going to figure it out. So if you really want this too, it's something that you're going to figure it out on how you can do it. And like I said, really maybe take a look at past months on how much you've spent on stuff, and like, do you really need to go to that concert, or can you spend it on yourself or your health? And like I said before in the very beginning of this, you tend to save money because you're not just impulse buying and eating junk and all this other stuff and grabbing food multiple times a day or week out. Where there's a will, there's a way, guys. Like, I'm not sugarcoating it. And we have just so many different options to this program. So if you don't want to do a 30-day and you want to buy a 30-day package and you have a friend, you can split that and do a 15-day, and it's even cheaper. Or you can buy a 10-day version if you're looking to just do a mini reset and not the whole thing. And that's a different price also. And then also, like, you can host a party and use your host rewards to get it for like $90. So like, there's multiple ways that we work with you and see what fits within your budget, and what you can make work if you really want it. So just kind of reach out to me and ask about those options. And then this brings us to our last slide, because I know I've kind of gone on and on, but it just kind of shows you how passionate about it. This was a lot of information, guys. I know that, but I truly hope it was beneficial to you, as it was for me when I was first introduced to Arbonne. More than anything, I want to help you through your health journey, through your health goals, and learn more about learn more about you and what your goals actually are for you, because they vary from person to person. And there are other videos on my site, so there are shorter ones, but there's other ones that go maybe more in detail about like the process of this detox, skincare, because we've got so many different products. Sometimes I might have a video on mindset, so go ahead, check out those, take a peek at them, because we cover so much more than nutrition, and I'm a talker. And just remember that there's no risk, again, because we have our 45-day money-back guarantee. So the only way you know for sure if this is right for you is if you get started right now. You just got to try it. So leaving you today with this question: is your health important to you enough that it's worth investing in? Or do you have the money to spend on doctor's bills and medications, because that can come along with not taking care of yourself? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed everything from this presentation. Here's some contact information for me: my email, my Instagram if you want to follow me, like my posts, see my stories. Me and my boyfriend do silly things. Or there is my website for Arbonne if you want to order stuff, but definitely reach out to me so I can help you through the order process, help you figure out what your goals are, and really see this through with you. Take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye.